In order to do what you love, to really understand your passion, you have to know yourself pretty well. You have to know what makes you happy. You have to know what makes you tick. So my advice to you is to really unpack that. So sit down, think about it, write it down, talk about it with your friends and with your family about what makes you happy and what makes your passions come alive. And be ready though for them to change, because as you get older and you move into different environments, your passion is always going to change. But it's a great idea to be able to say the words and know what makes you motivated.
Our passions change, and you need to remember, even if something that you feel passionate about passes, it's still something that you get a lot from at one given time. It's all part of feelings and what happens. And so it's important to think about what makes you tick, about what really gets you going, and to stay true to that, and to find that, and to take some joy from it.
It's well worth taking the time to think about what lights your heart, what makes you feel passionate and excited, and following that trail.
So one thing about passions is making sure that you do some research. Do some research, you do some reading, talk to lots of people about what it is that thing is about. And once you've kind of done a little bit of research, you can kind of understand what your passion might be, or what you will end up being passionate about in life.
I think this generation, more than any other generation before, has the ability to create a lifestyle and jobs that didn't even exist in the past. So whatever you want to do these days, you are able to do.
But once you know what your passion is, once you know what makes you happy, you can use it as a guide on how you spend your time and who you surround yourself with. And I pretty much guarantee you that it will make you happier.
But the second thing, that kind of adage or cliche that if you find the thing that you love, you'll never work a day in your life, I'm sorry to tell you is a lie. If you find the thing that you love, you will never work harder. And that is important, because it is about finding that passion, that identity, that kind of source of purpose. If you find the thing that you love, you will never dedicate more of yourself to making it happen.
The only thing that goes hand in hand with passion is hard work. So just because you love something, just because you are excited to do it, nothing's going to happen unless you put the hard work in. Kasey and I are fortunate enough to have jobs that we absolutely love. We love being able to cook food, talk about food, share food with people. But we have to work really hard in order to make that our career.
For me, this links to other topics that I've been talking about on optimism and perseverance. Why? Because, for example, I'm really passionate, as I said, about hiking, and I've persevered with it. When you're passionate about something you want to achieve, you want to be involved and engaged with it. To start with, I was really exhausted after just walking 1 or 2 Ks. I had setbacks, I had injuries, but rather than giving up, I persevered. I used my passion and the pure thrill and joy that I got to give me strength and to push me, encourage me to continue.
And that means that no matter how hard I work on the Good Registry, I never feel like it's work. It makes me happy, it brings me joy. If you have passion for something, then it's never going to feel like work.
Passion for me is about doing what you love. And you know, it can't be true all of the time. You can't always do what you love all the time. It's just not the way that the world works or that life rolls. But when you do what you love, and the more you can do what you love, it makes everything else in your life easier.
We all like different things, and it's lucky that we all like different things, because we can't all do the same thing, just like we can't all be the same.
Passion's definition is a strong emotional feeling. Passion's where we own our sense of self to achieve our goals.
Passion, I think, no matter what it is that you're doing, if you can figure out what you love to do, what gets you up in the morning, what makes you excited, it's going to make everything else you do so much easier. Because I think the ultimate goal would be to get to a place where you wake up and you feel excited about what you're going to do every day, and that comes down to figuring out what your passion is, what is in your heart, what will drive you to be happy when you get up and do what you want to do.
To fuel your desire and your passion means to have faith and belief in yourself. So passion is where we follow our dreams, and if you're really interested in something and you really enjoy it, give it a go.
And once you find something that you're really passionate about, then it makes it actually really easy to do it. And I know when I started hairdressing at age 16, I was absolutely passionate and I loved hairdressing and really enjoyed my craft and wanted to be as good a hairdresser as what I could be and learn all that I could. And that was the same when I joined the fire service, and I wanted to be the best firefighter, but I also wanted to be there for my community and do as much as I could to help other people.
When I co-founded the Good Registry, it was because I was excited and passionate about the idea of making a positive difference in the world.
I feel quite passionate about what I do because I think it's really important that I believe in fairness, I believe in the right thing happening, and I don't want the wrong thing to happen to other people. And for me, that's something that makes me feel passionate.
When I've been thinking about how do I build a passion, it's always been thinking about what am I really excited about? What am I really angry about? What is really making me think about something so much so that I really want to get to know it better?
You know, everyone eventually, I believe, will find something that they're passionate about, but know that you don't have to be passionate about everything. That's something that I felt and I still feel, is that, you know, if there's an issue, I must be passionate about it. If it involves the planet and the people, I must feel passionate about it. But realistically, there are some things and some issues in particular that I feel more passionate about, that my heart calls me to want to play a role in solving. It's also okay to not have found the main causes or, you know, your main passions, your main interests in the things that you enjoy doing. Keep connecting with people through organisations like Spirit and Soul, and know that there are so many wahine, so many women, so many girls and so many people that are here to help you find that passion.